for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Can you please make sure that your phones are either on silent or turned off? You always know the new board number. Just kidding, I've done it too. I would take a motion to move into executive session for particular personnel matter, please. Mrs. Foltz, second, and Mrs. Kaiser. Okay, your luck, we're gonna move. You don't have to. Okay. Don't worry, we're not doing the pledge again. All right, we're gonna move on to the minutes from the reorg meeting and the regular July 7th meeting. Could I have a motion, please? Mrs. Folds in a second. Mrs. Kaiser. Any corrections? Just put a W in that word, I'm sorry. All right, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, moving on. Could I have a motion for all of the financial reports? Mrs. Dingman, a second. Mrs. Folds. Questions about this group? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, moving on to the consent agenda. Right, Mrs. Dingman,
Make a motion for E1 through 7.
could I have a second for that, please? Thank you, Mr. Joyce. You did put your hand up, right?
I did.
Okay, good. Well, it went down quick, so then I got a little nervous that I maybe just pushed you into it.
No.
All right, so there were a couple of late additions. Any questions on this group? When you're ready.
Mrs. Folds?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mrs. Kaiser?
Yes.
Mrs. Dingman?
Yes.
Mr. Joyce?
Yes.
Mr. Palermo?
Yes.
And Mrs. Madigan?
Yes, thank you. Okay, F, new business. Someone give me a motion.
Do we just do E1 through 7?
Yes,
Okay, did you have
did you have a question?
No, we're not doing E8.
I don't have any.
I don't have any, do you?
I do.
Do you mind telling me what
On
it
the
is?
agenda?
E8 under appointments. What was that
So,
Oh,
We did-
E28.
I
Yeah, we
did
did
the
the whole-
whole E1 through 7, which is the approval of the
Oh.
consent through substitute rates.
Right here. It's E2.
Okay.
did you need to go back?
No, I just really missed my printed.
We have somebody new here, so.
I'll let it slide.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Noted.
We're not talking about you, Mrs. DiBiase.
Great job.
But if you expect Mrs. Kaiser to vote appropriately, then you need to give it to her
Check me
certain
so long. I
format.
need very precise directions.
All right, so we'll move on to F, new business. I'll take a motion from somebody. For some, all, one.
I'll make a motion F1 through 5, except for number 3.
Okay. So the motion is F, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yes?
I'm sorry, F2, F1, 2, 4, and 5.
Yes?
Mrs. Allen, seconds, please. Okay. Questions on this group? When you're ready.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mrs. Dingman?
Yes?
Mr. Palermo?
Yes.
Mrs. Folds?
Yes.
Mrs. Kaiser?
Yes.
Mr. Joyce?
Yes.
And Mrs. Madigan?
Yes. Thank you. Could I have a motion for F3, please? Mrs. Kaiser, in a second. Mrs. Dingman. I'm just gonna call for a vote. I assume no one has any comments, public comments. When you're ready.
Mr. Joyce?
No.
Mrs. Kaiser?
Yes.
Mrs. Folds?
No.
Mr. Palermo?
Yes.
Mrs. Dingman?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
No.
And Mrs. Madigan.
Yes. Thank you. Mr. Norman?
Thank you. Each year, oh wait a minute, where did we get to?
Draft presentation.
This one.
For your review is the draft presentation schedules I mentioned in my transmittal towards the end. Tried to consolidate and put all 3 building presentations together instead of spreading them out over the last few months or last few. We kept our historic budget presentation model, 3 formal budget presentations together. My intent in September at the capital project would be to ask the board to maybe do a walkthrough, a little update. We haven't done one of those in a while. We could possibly meet early before the board meeting would start, half an hour, 40 minutes, depending on what it might look like, and do a tour. Or we can do it after, whatever pleases the board. See some of the work and the progress that we've had going on. Food service is a new direction for us, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to kind of highlight what we're doing there. And but open to feedback with the group based on what you're seeing there, or if you're looking for different information throughout the year.
Just the kid stuff that you had in.
Yeah, so we'll certainly add in recognition ceremonies for the kids as they kind of pop up throughout the course of the year, or if they fit in. So without having those details until the kids win awards or whatever, we'll sprinkle them in when we get it.
Great.
Capital project update. We're working away. We're getting closer and closer to Labor Day, which is when we come back to school. So as you drove in today, you can see the extensive work that's going on in our parking lots. They're going to start paving the parking lots next week. So and then striping the lines probably the week after. So I would say probably another good two plus solid weeks if we have good weather and they make the progress that they've been making. They've doing some great work outside. Everything is really kind of, knock on wood, gone as predicted. No unexpected unexpected problems or issues. Classrooms, they're putting in all the casework, which are cabinets and shelves in the elementary school. They're putting flooring in this week. Cabinets have started to go in 9 classrooms already. The other 16 classrooms are going to get those cabinets next week. High school terrazzo is done in all of the wings, A pod, B pod, C pod, D pod, E pod, and they've started to pour, and they've sanded those down, and they're starting to pour the terrazzo in the main, I'll call it the square, for lack of a description. They've put the locker bases in as well, so we're getting new lockers, but the way they did it allows them to continue to install lockers while they're doing the floor, so we don't have to wait for one to finish. So we're in good shape there, which really just kind of leaves the community center and the pool. Work is kind of paused right now. I'm going to meet with the community center advisory board at their next meeting this month to go through some details, but we had some discovered conditions when we were doing the trench drain on 2 of the 4 sides of the pool. We've repaired the trench drain on one side. We've demoed the trench drain on the other side. No issues or problems. The other 2 sides, as we began to trench drain, it was discovered that we had collapsed and structural failures on some ventilation system. So work had to pause. It was under the concrete. The only reason we found it is because we were hammering out the trench drains. It's a good thing that we found it though, because I would have hated to dump all the money into making the pool upgrade and then have it fail because we have a structural collapse. And not have the proper air exchange system going on. So over the last couple of weeks, our engineering team and architect team have begun to problem solve what that might look like to, could we solve it this way? Can we solve it this way? So just this week, they presented the district with a couple ideas. We gave them some feedback on those ideas. We haven't finalized a plan yet on those. We have some questions around the impact of those plans. The good news, of course, is we are still under budget.
Well, that's great news.
We are great news. We are under budget. We have contingency plans in place. We have money set aside for this. It's going to be a fix. It's going to be a number. We're going to have to bring that plan back to the board for approval and then SED approval after that. They'd still consider it a change order. The board has authorized me to approve change orders at $35,000 and below. This will exceed $35,000, probably in the range of 10 times that number. But it's still well within our budget allowances. But we would have a plan with some steps and timelines and costs and work that we would present to the board when we get it. It's just, the biggest inconvenience, of course, is the shutdown of the pool and the impact to our community that we have right now. But we'll have a finished product that's safe and functioning properly and still under budget. I can't reiterate that third part enough. So again,
Mr. Welcher, if you want to put that on your shirt while you run
I don't think
around.
it's going to be good enough for Mr. Welcher at this point, but when we had approved the bids for phase 1 and 2 and phase 3, which is the little mini project for water heaters, we've been well under our threshold of 32 million to the tune of a few $1,000,000 under. And we're even better than that currently at this point with our work progress. So though it's a blip on the radar, and it's a sizable blip, right? I mean, I don't want to be dismissive of that level of work. It's certainly well within the parameters of our financial plan associated with the project to get that work done. We didn't expect it, but we need to take care of it now that we've discovered it. And we need to figure out the most cost-effective way to do that, both in the timeline and in the budget. But we'll bring that information to you when they're able to give us a better indication of what it looks like. Questions on the project?
I mean, that was a question I got from my kids when it was gonna open.
Yeah,
So
right.
it's really hitting all
Right now, they
bases
can
then.
go skateboarding in there at best, which they might also be interested in. But so I'll give, I'll give the advisory board a similar update and an opportunity to go and see it, right? And again, this board in September will have an opportunity to see it as well. So you can kind of see what we're looking at. It wasn't a good situation, but we found it. We're going to fix it. We're going to make it right, and it'll be better once we fixed it.
Thank you.
Each year, we've tried to provide the board with a list of vendors, but service providers, different contracts. As you can see, I'll say 50-50 split between grants or things that started as grants that we have now shifted into BOCES with a COSER, so that gained enough attraction regionally where BOCES could develop a COSER for that. And then we get our aid back on that. So if it's whatever the total expense is, we get revenue from BOCES back the following year at our aid ratio. So say it's 75%, just as a ballpark number. And then the remaining funds come out of our general fund. But it's been a way for us to kind of maximize, like, I mean, it's a pretty extensive list of people. At a fraction, you know, we're paying, any of the BOCES things, we're paying approximately 25 cents on the dollar, total cost out of, and then the grants are zero. So, and it's a lot of the areas, right, it's those mental health supports, additional counseling supports, or direct programs for kids, our community, you know, community schools at 21st Century, after school programs, summer programs. You know, those are the things that these folks are undertaking, so, with the exception of PR, but. Questions on our vendors? No MVPs this month, we kind of pause, we take a pause in the summer. Not that we don't have MVPs, we just take a pause in official recognition of those, so.
Okay. Any questions? All right, I will, seems a little redundant, but I'll take a motion to move into executive for a particular personnel.
You had,
We have the
Yeah,
board
H.
committees.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, there's a copy in there. Sorry. Put your hand down. I can't look at you, yeah. Updated copy there for everybody. I just wanna say too, if you can't make a meeting, or, you know, we've usually only done this with the community center board, as we explained to Mr. Palermo, but if you're going to be absent and you, you know, kind of take it upon yourself to try to find, someone to substitute for you, to make sure that there's, you know, that there is board representation when there needs to be, all right? Okay, now I'll take a motion to move an executive for particular personnel. Mrs.